If you're looking for the best buck knife, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on the features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Buck 110 Hunter. For over 50 years, the 110 has been Buck's highest selling knife, and for the reasons we mentioned above, it is easy to see why. The leather sheath is an added bonus that a lot of manufacturers would charge extra for. The Buck 110 is one of the best all-around folding blade knives that you can buy, not only because of the price, but also because of the remarkable versatility. This little high-action knife has the comfortable, compact size of a pocket knife but the heft and durability of a survival knife. Once you hold it in your hands, it's pretty clear that this isn't the kind of knife that is going to give out on you anytime soon. It is no secret that we are big fans of the clip point style of blade shape, and the 110's graceful curvature provides an elegance of both style and performance that is simply unmatched in this price range. In fact, it seems that everything about this knife is designed to maximize sharpness and ease of cutting without breaking the bank. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Buck 102 Woodsman. The obvious advantage to buying a fixed blade knife over a folding blade is the added durability, which is a big deal when it comes to high-octane activities like hunting and fishing, where you will most likely need more heft, more stability, and a larger grip that will allow you to work the knife in just the way you need. Whether you are cleaning a buck or gutting a fish, the 102 Woodsman is Buck Knife's answer to the true outdoor enthusiasts of the world. The Woodsman features the same clip point style that Buck is known for, but the thicker handle provides a level of control that makes slicing, cutting, and cleaning an absolute breeze. The leather sheath included with the Woodsman is also upgraded from the 110, offering a construction of genuine leather that is more likely to hold up against the rigors of outdoor adventuring. Yet, the 102 Woodsman is not a full-size hunting knife and is in fact compact enough to make it an easy everyday carry knife, or simply an auxiliary blade to keep in the car or backpack. The number 3 position is held by Buck 375 Deuce. As the name suggests, the Buck 375 Deuce features not one, but 2 quality blades, both made from 420J2 steel. The handle is authentic wood grain with silver bolsters, and the blades fold nearly into their enclosures with very little wiggle or play. The surprisingly light construction makes for a great EDC folding knife, but this is also an ideal choice for anyone looking for a low-key folding knife to store in the glove compartment or fishing creel, or even a jacket pocket for the impromptu outdoor adventure. While the small size can be a big surprise to anyone who is used to a larger Buck brand knife, we have no doubt that almost anyone could find the perfect application for this great little knife. Of course, it also helps that the 375 Deuce is perhaps the most affordable Buck knife on our list, which indicates its suitability as a stocking stuffer for any member of the family. The only significant drawback is that the small size makes it impossible to achieve the same level of durability as other Buck knives, but for the price, you're still getting a great deal. Next at number 4, we have Buck 620 Reaper. While Buck Knives is known mostly for their hunting, camping, and fishing knives, being one of the top-rated knife makers over the last 50 years, we are not in the least bit surprised to find out that they have taken a big step into the realm of survival knives. The Buck 620 Reaper is one of the best entry-level survival knives that money can buy, offering some features and design elements that we usually only see on far more expensive knives. Take the black traction coating, for example, which not only provides an incredible grip, but also makes for a super stylish design that will be sure to turn heads on the trail. A woven nylon sheath is far more durable than any of the leather sheaths offered on the cheaper Buck knives, and a sturdy belt loop means that you won't have to worry about the 620 Reaper disappearing from your hip unexpectedly. While a bit small for most hunting applications, the Reaper is still great for splitting, feathering, and other basic outdoor needs. The number 5 position is held by Buck 103 Skinner. Thus far, we have had a look at a few Buck brand knives that are great for everyday outdoor adventures, everything from camping to backpacking to fishing. But as any experienced hunter will tell you, you're going to need something with a bit more heft to it if you are planning on brining any meat back from the wilderness. The 103 Skinner could be called an entry-level skinning knife, but in fact, it performs just about as well as the most expensive skinning knives by competing brands. An extra wide foreblade will allow the user to deftly control the cutting blade. No matter what kind of animal you have brought down, or how you plan to go about cleaning it, a snap fastener sheath with an integrated belt loop keeps the blade in an easily accessible position at all times, which is important when the sun is going down in the Rockies and there is very little time to waste. Of course, it is important to note that the 103 is not just a skinning knife, but in fact performs well in almost every outdoor situation that we can think of. The number 6 position is dominated by Buck 830 Marksman. As any experienced outdoor enthusiast will tell you, some situations require both hands, so the ability to both retrieve and open a folding knife with a single hand can be a real asset. The 830 Marksman is designed specifically for the high-octane adventure enthusiast, offering not only a well-designed one-hand operation, but also the same high-quality blade and handle construction that you have come to expect from Buck. With a far more modern design style and blade shape, the Marksman is a great gift idea for the young outdoorsman or experienced backpacker alike. The SLS lock system is as well designed as the rest of it and will absolutely prevent the blade from flicking out unexpectedly, something that cheaper folding knives have a real problem with and is the cause of a significant amount of field injuries. Our favorite feature, however, is the reversible pocket clip, which allows the user to decide which pocket they would like to keep it in, while also preserving the important ambidextrous use design that is integral to the 830 Marksman. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Buck 327 Nobleman. The Nobleman has been awarded our best price moniker not because it is the most affordable knife on our list, but because it offers the best blend of comfort, performance, and price without sacrificing on build quality or sharpness. The Nobleman is a pocket-sized folding knife that is great for just about any application and utilizes the same 420 HC steel blade as even some of the more expensive Buck brand knives. Most retailers offer a choice between 3 unique color varieties, which is perhaps why this knife, in particular, has become so popular for everyday carry. The frame lock is our preferred style of blade lock, and the Nobleman seems to have perfected its design, or at least, they've come very close. Our only complaint is that over time you will need to tighten the pivot screw more and more. Otherwise, you might notice your blade resting too deeply inside the handle, which can lead to some slight blade denting from the steel pins. The number 8 position is held by Buck 104 Compounder. The overall performance and style of the 104 Compounder is very similar to knives like the SCE6 or Ka-Bar BK2, a full-tang, heavy, and bulky knife manufactured for the toughest environments and damage. This is not the sharpest knife you can find, and certainly not the best option for EDC, especially if we compare to other Buck knives in the list. But Wildproof Gear Team guarantee this is one of the sturdiest knife on the market that can withstand a lot of abuse. It is made of alloy steel 5160, also known as AISI 5160, is a high carbon and chromium spring steel. It offers users unmatched toughness, a high level of ductility, and great fatigue resistance. One more worthy feature we expect from a US manufacturer is the sheath that comes with the knife. No plastic, and even no nylon. A classy-looking genuine leather sheath in black color is exactly what we need for the knife like this. Regarding our previous experience with bushcrafting and survival knives, we have to admit that the Buck 104 Compounder is far sharper than the mentioned SCE6 and Ka-Bar BK2. In other words, for about $105, you get smaller but razor-sharp and same indestructible alternative for these two well-known survival knives. Next at number 9, we have Buck 124 Frontiersman. The Frontiersman is a different class of Buck brand knife, in fact, significantly higher quality than the more affordable knives that we have reviewed thus far. With a massive 6.1/4 Bowie-style straight-back blade and a brilliantly strung full-tang construction, this knife is ready to take on some of the most serious survival tasks without breaking a sweat. Though we can't likely say that same for you. An oft-overlooked feature on a survival knife is a finger guard, and the Frontiersman is one of the biggest and strongest in its class. Not only will this provide a high level of protection against accidental injury, but it also provides a nice seal against the leather sheath, keeping the blade clean and sharp even when not in use. A thick black handle utilizes micarta, a proprietary synthetic material that can offer the same comfort and durability of wood or steel with a remarkably light final product. Unfortunately, in this particular case, the sheath just isn't that great of a fit, and the blade snap is oddly placed. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Buck 822 Century. It doesn't matter whether you are planning a fishing trip in the Northern Rockies or a military-style march across the desert. The 822 Century is one of our very favorite models of survival knife. The partially serrated blade offers something that the other knives on our list simply do not, which is the ability to easily saw through wood, rope, cording, or anything else that might be standing in your way. The Century comes with the ammo LLE, Modular Lightweight Load Carrying Equipment Compatible Sheath, which is perhaps why this knife is a favorite amongst the armed forces and ex-military adventurers. Because the blade configuration is modeled after much larger Bowie-style hunting knives, the Century is also capable of some wilderness cleaning and skinning jobs. It might not be your main hunting knife, but would make an excellent backup or secondary blade. Our only complaint is the handle, which has a scaling pattern with some rough edges that could be a bit more smoothed out. That's all for today. We upload house product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.